So today we are talking, finally, about games. Yay! I feel like it's been a while since I talked games on my channel. Apologies for that, but we're here now, so that's all that matters. It's more specifically, Switch games. So I know by the time I'm recording this, the Switch 2 will be out because it's June 6th, and I think it came out like earlier this week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. But by the time you see this, it will have been about like a week or two, depending on when I upload it. The Switch 2 has been out. If you've gotten it or purchased it or pre-ordered it or was gifted, whatever, if you have it, please let me know down in the comments how you like it, how you don't like it, what you wish they added, what you wish they didn't. Just like let me know your thoughts and feelings on it. My thoughts and feelings, of course, as you see, I don't have it. I just talking about games and stuff on this one, or just like on Nintendo Switch, like in general. But I don't know if I'm gonna get it anytime soon or anytime this year. I know my purchase histories with like the Nintendo Switch gaming consoles, I always get them like a year after they drop. So I'll just be living vicariously through the cozy gaming creators that are on here and friends who have gotten it. But yes, let me know like your thoughts and feelings on it. I would love to hear them. And now we can just talk about games. So whether you have a light, original Switch, an OLED, or even the Switch 2, and Switch 2 is like your first Nintendo gaming console, and you want cozy games to play, and you only know of Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing and maybe like some other ones, but you want more like cozy gaming options, then hopefully this video will help out and put some games on like your wish list and all that stuff. So let's talk games. So mostly these are games that are like essentially in my like backlog, or just games that I have on the Switch in general. So we can I'm gonna just go through. And of course Nintendo had like that new update to where I had to re-download all of my games. I don't have a lot, but I had enough to where I had to sit and make sure they were downloaded on here so I could talk about them. So the first game that I see on my list is Sky Children of Light, and I have like the poster or title of it somewhere on this side. But Sky Children of Light is a free MMO world type game, keyboard free. So in case, unless they've changed, but I think they're still free. And of course there's like little transactions in game, but that's mostly like cosmetic if you want like certain outfits or emotes and stuff like that. But it's super chill and super relaxing. They have a story to where you have to like give these statues, like bring their life back, because they've lost it some kind of way. I don't know what the concrete story is, but I think it's something along those lines. And it's so gorgeous. The gameplay is so gorgeous. Or like the game itself is beautiful, and I haven't played it in a while, but I remember I have like a core memory of when like around time I first got this game, and I wanted to play a game, but I didn't want to do anything that made my mind, that I had to use like my mind for. But this game's like perfect. You can like fly through the clouds and like explore and discover new things, and it's super serene. The music, the soundtrack is also pretty great. So Sky Children of Light is a great cozy game, and they're always updating. They're always like adding stuff. They have like events. I missed the Cinnamoroll event it was happening, I think earlier this year or sometime like last year, I don't know when, but they had like a Sanrio cinnamon roll like event, and I was like, well, I need to play it during like the event, and I never got around to it, so I missed that one. But there's always something new within like that game, so just check it out if you want something chill, cozy exploration, if you really want like a relaxing type game. Wild at Heart, I haven't played this game yet. This is probably part of my backlog. I haven't played this game yet, but it's kind of like, if you've ever seen Over the Garden Wall, it's like that, but just make it cutesy and cozy, like the animation or the cartoon, whatever you want to call it. It comes on, I feel like every fall, but on like Cartoon Network, but you could also watch it on Hulu, I want to say, if you just want to watch it now. But either way, Wild at Heart, if I can remember correctly, like, so I haven't played this game, I've watched a creator play like a demo of this game and made me want to buy it, so I did. But it's kind of like you play as either one of the two children. It's like child abandonment, trigger warnings or content warnings, child abandonment or like child neglect or something like that. And they go off into like the forest to escape or like find a different parent or somewhere. Like they just wander into the woods and they find these little creatures. I was trying to combine those two words, but they find these cute little like critters in the forest that has like these little magical type like abilities, but they also help them on like their journey through the forest. I don't know, it's really cute though. I feel like I would enjoy it, I just haven't had the time to sit down and play it. Though if you want like a little darling demo of that or like of this game, let me know, because I wouldn't mind playing it with you, or like playing it and giving my thoughts on it. But Wild at Heart, just, it's really cute and cozy, and if you want like a game for like the fall, it does give autumn or like autumnal vibes, so there's that. The Last Campfire is like a cozy puzzle type game where you have to help this little, like, he looks like I'm trying to like see, he looks like a pillow and he like walks kind of like maybe like a pillow. I could be remembering it differently, but he's super cute, and the journey starts with like he's like lagging behind the people that he's supposed to go like off with. It's like 4 of them, including like the person that you're playing, and he somehow gets separated from his group, so now he's trying to essentially go back to find his group, but like along the way you're helping. The concept is kind of like Sky in a sense of you have to bring light back into like these little stuff like communities and stuff, because along the way, like if you, I think their name is Ember, the character, and you play as them, and then you're going off this journey, you'll see some who has lost their light, and there's no way to like bring them back because it's already lost and gone. So while you're trying to get back to the people that you've been separated with, you are also going through these little villages, communities, and finding like these puzzles to not only proceed within like the forest or whatever, but also to help bring light back into these little villages. So it's super cute. It is like a puzzle game, and it does like tell a story with it as well. I don't know how long the gameplay is, but it is really fun and makes you like think, though I did have to look online for like how to like do this certain puzzle and stuff like that, which no shame. I feel like if you are struggling with a certain part of the game and you want to figure out where stuff is or how to do stuff, do that. Another one is Witchy Life Story. This is like a short game if you're more so into like short games. I forget how many hours, but it's a short game. And you are able to customize your character and play as like a witch who is is sent to this small like neighborhood community village or by like your grandmother, because apparently you're like the not the strongest witch of a family of witches, because you come from like one of like the biggest, if not the most strongest family of witches, and you're just out here having fun, and your grandmother sends you to this community or village or town, whatever she grew up in, and wants you to like learn, like you need to be a witch, you need to be strong and whatever. It's kind of like a punishment type stuff, but you help the people in town with like their concerns and stuff like that, and it's pretty cute. There's like a little romance. You have the option of either being friends with them or if you want to like romance them. It's super cute, it's fun, it's a short game, and of course there's like an endless version of it where you just like make potions and things for the people within like the town. But it's super fun, it's a short game. I enjoyed it. Like this is probably the only game I finished on here because it's super short. But yeah, that's an option. Spiritfarer is a cozy game about loss, and I almost cried probably like within like the first, I guess, person you have to help cross over. I almost cried because I didn't want to let them go. I was being selfish. I wanted them to stay with me, but I knew it was like their time. But it's a really like interesting take on like loss, and there's also like farming components, cooking components. You can like decorate because you are a spirit bearer. You help guide spirits to the other side, and I feel like based off of what I've played within this game that they are part of like your family members or people that like you've known that you haven't like seen in a while. But it's a nice, lovely game, and cozy, and I recommend. Like it's trigger warnings, it's loss, and you helping them cross over. But I feel there's like also like a bigger mystery behind it. I don't want to spoil it because it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But it's really good. Haven Park is another one. You come from like the city to help, I think, either your grandmother, grandfather, or grandparent, I don't remember which grandparent, but one of them, help with their campsites because they run like a big field of campsites. So you're there for like the summer or just maybe indefinitely to help them. This is also a short game, similar to a short hike. If you've ever played that, you go around and find like I guess materials or like reasons for people to stay at this campsite, and sometimes if you help someone else, they will give you something to help previous or to help craft things. It's really cute, it's super fun. The little chick is like the cutest thing. It's super cute, so there you go. Mail Time is also an exploration type game. You create or customize your character, and you're a little mail carrier, and you essentially you deliver mail to the people within like the forest. And not only that, but you're also helping them with like their relationships and their problems, and sometimes you have to go back and forth, but you're also learning about these characters, and it's really cute as well. I like the style of it. I haven't played it since I've bought it. I only played it a little bit when I first bought it. I haven't really played it since, but from what I remember, it's really cute and cozy, and it's another option in case you haven't heard of that game. Coffee Talk and Coffee Talk 2, his Hibiscus and Butterfly. I haven't played Coffee Talk 2 because I haven't finished Coffee Talk 1. They have free demos of I want to say both of them, but I know there's a demo of the first Coffee Talk because I played the demo, and at the time, a lot of people around me, or the people I watched, were talking about it. So I was like, okay, let me play the demo, see if I like it. Play the demo, I liked it, and I bought the first game. And then once I heard the second episode, Coffee Talk 2, was coming out, I was like, well, let me just buy it because I'm gonna want to play it. And I have not played either of them since, I bought them. But you are a barista, and you have these characters come in and basically share their life stories and stuff like that. And it's like based off of course, some will tell you what they want, but based off of maybe what they're going through, the story that they are telling you, you create what you think they need based off of what they tell you, and that also determines, like, maybe it will shape their story as well. So it's kind of like whatever you make could either shape the story positively or negatively, depending, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that, but you just stay behind, like, the barista bar, and you make drinks, you have regulars, you meet new people, and it's pretty cute and cozy. So I'm be saying cozy a lot in this video in case you haven't noticed, almost 20 minutes in. But those two are also options if you don't want to, like, explore, but you want to, like, make things of the sort. Garden Buddies, I've only briefly played this once, but I feel like it's one of those games that helps you relax and wind down. Yes, you have a garden, and I feel like these little buddies help tend your garden, and you also have to take care of them, but there's also points in the game where it gives you moments of, like, rest, to where you can just, like, relax, turn your mind off, listen to, like, the music in the background, and it's really serene and relaxing. So if you want, like, a relaxing, extremely low stakes type game, then Garden Buddies, I feel like, is pretty good. Cake Bash is not is not a cozy game, but it's like cozy chaos, if I can call it that. So it's basically how I always explain it to, like, my friends and whoever asks, which no one asks, but in case you want a reference. Cake Bash is like Mario Party, but with desserts, and it's super chaotic, it's super fun. You play as one of, like, the pastries or desserts in, like, a bakery, and you're doing all these games before, you're playing all of these little mini games before the cafe or dessert place opens. And the point of the game is whoever gets the most, like, candies or chocolates decorated on top of them wins. And you're also essentially trying to get the first dessert picked when the shop opens, which is kind of morbid if you think about it, because you're trying to get first pick to your untimely, like, offness. And it's like, oh, why do I want to win then? Why do I want the most candies? But the more you play, the more you're like, okay, I need to win, I need to beat this person. And you could play with friends, of course, if they have, like, this other, the other game, or if they have this game. Of course, I think with Switch 2, you could, like, be able to share games, but I don't know if that's only on, like, selected games. I don't know, right? Let me know if you've tried that feature. And how that ultimately works. But you could play with, like, up to 3 friends. I think it's like 4 multiplayer, 4 or 5, one of them. Or you could play against, like, the bots and stuff like that. I played against the bots, of course, and I've only won, like, twice in, like, the many games that, like, we've played, so I didn't ultimately win. It's so fun and it's so chaotic, and it's just a whole bunch of, like, button smash, and it's, if you want a cozy chaotic game, I feel like Cave Bash is literally the way to go. It's so unserious, it's so fun. I like it. I was a Teenage Exocolonist. I haven't played it yet, but based off of what I've heard it's about from those, I can't remember which YouTuber I watched it or I saw like a review or I've heard talked about. But as a Teenage Exocolonist is like simply that you're a teenage exocolonist and you're you're going through like the story trying to essentially, at least how I'm understanding it, is that there's different ways for you to play the game. So the first route, you choose whichever route you want to go, which career you want to play through. I think you could romance in here, have friendships or whatever type of relationships on here, and you're like learning, and I think you're growing up along the way on like this planet that you like discovered, or not you specifically, but you're just learning more about this like planet that you're on and the different species of plants and stuff like that. But like once you've end with that route and you play again, you retain those memories that like you've played through, but as a character you don't know why you know X, Y, and Z. So if you go like another route and you played as like an explorer before and you want to play as like a florist, for example, I don't know if these are like the different jobs, but you would be like, why do I know what the species of plant is, right? Or like already without having to study it. So it's kind of like that. So it's like a lot of replayability in this game, which I like when it comes to cozy games, because I would want to play them again, maybe as like a different route. Moonstone Island is like Pokemon and another game mixed together, maybe Stardew, but I'm not too sure. I've only played a little bit of it. It's also like a turn-based like animal collecting card type game, to where you're in a balloon and like you travel to different islands to, I guess, you're studying, or like you're going off to study, and it's like a year that like you're doing this away from home before I think you either go to school or go explore, or I forget why, but you have like a year in game to do all the exploration stuff that you can, or that like you want. But yeah, I played it a little bit. I enjoyed it. It's probably not my most favorite game, but I still enjoyed what I did play, and I wouldn't mind like delving deeper into this game. Roots of Pacha is probably one of like the most recent games I bought on here, and it's like, if you played Stardew, it's like that, but you're discovering the different seeds, you're discovering how to farm, you're discovering how to fish, because it's a prehistoric type game, and it's also all about like a community, and you'll have people within like your community to show you how to fish, or like plant these seeds and see what happens, discover what these seeds are after it plants. And you're also trying to befriend like little animals to like help you with gardening, or even like with traveling. It's super fun. I'm probably not doing the description of this game justice, but this is probably also one of like my favorite games. It's lovely. It's like, I don't know why it took me so long to wanting to play it, but it's a great game. Like I recommend it so much. Sprout Valley is another farming sim, and you play as like a cute little cat, and it's so fun. It's super cute. The music is really cute, and you're just vibing. You're just planting these crops, you eventually would have little cows on like your little islands, because there's different islands or farming islands that you can choose from. And I think the point of the game is to, because you're just there farming. That's really all it is. You don't like, you interact with like a couple of people, but you're just there to farm because you wanted to get out of the city life. You just want to relax and wake up at the crack of dawn. You want to plant some berries. You want to like milk some cows. That's literally all you want to do. And you make money by, like, of course, selling what you grow, and the person you're selling it to has a shop that they sell these things to, so you're kind of like business partners in a sense. But it's really cute. It's super fun. I do recommend. It's probably another low stakes farming sim if you're into that. Last 3 games that I'm just gonna speed run through here. I like them, but I just don't think I see myself playing these games really at all anymore. With Pacha, it's a free game, a free MMO style game. So if you do want to try it out, it's free, right? But what I don't like about it is because I bought this or played this because it's free. I didn't really buy anything, but I downloaded this, I think within the week it came out, if not, that same night or the next day. And what I'm not a big fan of is that as soon as you get in the game, you have so many quests to do. They want you to go find this person, talk to this person, go over here, build a house, craft or plant some seeds, clear out this area. Like, you start the game with so many things to do that I was like overwhelmed. And of course it's like MMO, so like a lot of people were like playing the game and already, and I don't know, it was like a lot to me, and I'm like, I haven't really played it since. I don't even have it downloaded. There's Fae Farm. I like Fae Farm. I was excited. It's probably the one of the 2 games, or this is the only game I pre-ordered, and I haven't really played it really since, because I wanted the pre-ordered outfit, I think it was, because it was like really cute, but I have not played it. It's fun with friends because you could get through things faster with friends, but by yourself it's super grindy, and I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I'm saying it in case you don't mind the grind, because in order to make a certain thing, you have to craft this workstation. But to craft this workstation, you have to like craft this thing, and to craft this thing you have to find these materials, and to find these materials you gotta go to X, Y, and Z place or talk to this person. And that was a lot. Like, it was a lot. Like I said, it's fun to play with friends because you could get through things faster, especially through the mines. You could like get through that stuff faster. You can unlock stories, and you can still play, like on your own, but you like still go through like your personal paths and stuff like that. But just by yourself, it's not, it's like super grindy, and which I guess to make the game longer, but I just don't like how that you have to, in order to essentially craft something, there's like so many workstations. There's a workstation for everything, and it's like you're not really, I guess, I don't know, like it's just probably not my fave. But if you're into that, still check it out, or even like watch other people gameplays and talk about it to see if it's something for you that you want to add to your Switch library. And then Grow Song of the Evertree. When I first got it, I enjoyed it. I was playing it. It was super fun. But then, because the part of the game is like you are the last one standing on like this giant tree, and each tree holds different civilizations and different like worlds, which I think like conceptually that's really cool and interesting. You have the last one left. You have like a grimoire that talks to you. I think that's like a book. You have like a cauldron that talks to you to help you figure out what this Blythe is destroying this tree, which is why so many people moved away, because they can't control the Blythe. They can't heal this tree, but you're the one who stayed. You're like, there has to be something. And so you have your cauldron and like your grimoire book or whatever, to help you figure out how to get rid of like the blight that's taken over the tree. And then you're kind of like gardening, or you're basically reviving the tree back to life. And as well as you're exploring these different like communities or universes that's along the tree that can help you out with healing the tree, which is, that part is fun. I like that part. I like cleaning up like the darkness and like moving that away, and even your like dragon lion looking companion, I think, helps you out in a sense with that too. So either way, it's really fun. What I don't like about it, what also like turns me off, is that the more you clear up space, that's when people start coming back to want to live there again. And they're coming to you they're basically threatening you, like, if you don't do X, Y, and Z for me, like build me a house or give me a job or whatever else, then I'm not gonna stay here. And I'm like, I didn't ask you to be here, so you left of your own violation, and you came back with your own violation. So like, you can leave or go. I literally don't care. But they have you like creating these things for these people to stay. And of course, you befriend people, you give them like these jobs so they could like handle things while you do other stuff. But in order to like give them a job, you have to create said job, and you have to like craft like this building here, a home for them. You have to like craft things to make them stay so they could want to be part of this community. And it's like, I don't like that half. Like, it was fine before, and I would have just rather they came and did this stuff on their own. And with me cleaning up, they, you know, say like, okay, let's help her and all this other stuff, because I'm doing the hard work. I'm doing the hard work. So yeah, that's not like, I haven't downloaded this either. Like, it's not filled in, if you can see. Like, it's not filled in as long with like Fae Farmer and like Palia, but it's just like, I don't care about that. And it kind of like turned me off of like the game, because I thought I was just here to help the tree grow and remove the sickness from the tree, and like explore different little areas and communities within like the tree. And those communities help me clear off, you know, because the communities see what you're doing, and they're like, you know, helping you or trying to help you out and stuff. So I wish the people would also do that, but they don't. So those are all of the games that I have on my Switch that I either played or that I want to play, or I'm interested enough to play because they're on here, besides the last three that I talked about. I don't care about the last three. But the other games that I shared, if you want to see like a demo of it, or if you want to like play the game with me, please let me know like which game you would want me to do like a demo of, or if there's a game on here that you really love that I haven't played yet, or that I haven't played enough of, and you want me to play it either like on my own or just like with you, then let me know. Drop that down below. Like I said, all of these games are available on Switch. Some of them I think are also available on other platforms, but this was mostly like a Switch Nintendo type game, so I only know that they're on Switch currently. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more cozy content like this. Thank you so much for sitting this long with me talking about games. If you, like I said, if you want like new games for like the new Switch that you bought. Feel free to check out the ones I mentioned. If there's a game that I didn't mention that you want me to check out, please drop it. Just drop all of that down below. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really do appreciate it, and just clicking on this video. I hope to see you in the next one.